very quick intro, and we'll be good.
Sounds good.
Where is Franklin College, Coach?
It's 20 minutes south of Indianapolis.
Okay. All right, so it looks like we got a decent amount of people in here already, and I know there'll be more rolling in here as you get started, Coach. So I'm gonna turn it over now. This is Coach Alan Hensel from Franklin College. He's the head coach over there. So, Coach, thank you very much for joining us, and we really appreciate you taking the time to do a presentation here.
Great. Awesome. Thank you for the intro.
Absolutely.
Awesome. All right, guys. So, like Peter was saying, my name's Alan Hensel. I'm the head coach here at Franklin College, which is in Indiana, Division III school, located about 20 minutes south of downtown Indianapolis. I spent the past 5 seasons at the University of Buffalo, working for Lance Leipold. I also was with him for 2 seasons at the Wisconsin Whitewater. There I coached the receivers. I also worked with the O-line, spent 5 years as a grad assistant in the SEC, was at Gardner-Webb 1 year as the O-line coach. I guess I talk about that, guys, just because, I've coached a lot of different positions, and I really enjoyed coaching tight ends the past 5 years. And I would assume the reason why you guys are in here tonight to listen to me is just to, learn more about the position. And see some ways that we utilize them at Buffalo. I think we did a really good job of utilizing our tight ends. We had some really good ones. I'm going to start. I'm just going to get in some video here, guys, and get this thing rolling. So really the biggest thing is how we used our tight ends at Buffalo. We really used them a couple different ways. Really, it always started first. We wanted to use them as a point of attack blocker. Always started with the D-line, coaching those guys. First thing we always did was how are we going to cut off the defensive ends, block them one-on-one, and go from there. Then we work on obviously blocking the linebackers to the safeties. But we were always I don't want to say always, but a lot of times, we were the compass. We were getting the ball carrier going a lot of times, and we were very important with that. But in the passing game, which you guys are in here today, you're going to see some ways that we utilize them in the passing game. We did use a lot of multiple tight end formations. We used a lot of different tight ends. And then we utilize them, with protections as well. I'm not going to get into that a whole lot, but just those are some ways that we use them, okay? I'm not going to get into too many stats, but the past 5 seasons at Buffalo, we had a lot of yards, had touchdowns, had 3 different guys, that were all MAC guys. So you'll see some of them here. But first concept that I'm going to talk about here, guys, is just going to be the stick concept, okay? And doing it in a lot of different ways, variations, whether they're attached, whether they're unattached, all that stuff. So really, 3x1 stick is what I'm going to be talking about here. And what you're going to see, I pulled about 3 or 4 different clips of us running stick against different pressures. One of the first ways, that you wanted to beat zone pressures is to run stick. Well, here we go. So here we're playing Albany. This is our first game here at Buffalo. Really what I want to talk about too, guys, is, we did it a couple different ways, but the way that we ran stick, just starting outside at number 1, he's always going to run what we call the MOR, the mandatory outside release go. Number 2, we had them run a speed out. And then number 3, which was most of the time our tight ends, he's always going to run 5 yards from where the ball is and turn outside, okay? And then he would read the look, okay, whether it's, man or zone. And we'd go from there. But he would always, read the look. And if it was man, he'd run out of it. If it was zone, he would tight what I'd call a tight turn. Well, the nice thing with the stick concept is you can do it a lot of ways in terms of what you're doing in the backfield, okay? So you can run it with draws, you can run it with inside zone, or you can run it with outside zone, okay? So here we're running it with inside zone, all right? And you can see right here, guys, Albany's running, a fire zone blitz. They're bringing, Sam Mike's straight field blitz. And then there we go. All right. They're rolling to a cover 3. And the tight end does a good job there of just tight turning out of it, quarterback putting it on him, seeing it all the way. And we're rocking and rolling from there. Okay. Biggest thing is on all of our RPOs here now is, the O-line is running inside zone. So the backside tackle is going to do a good job of being firm. So here you're going to see a 3 and a 5 on the backside. They're going to stay with them, regardless if they slant across their face, just like what they are doing right there. Okay, so quarterback's just going to give a nice, token fake essentially and just dump it over the top of the field straight blitz. All right, so that's one variation there. I'm going to keep this thing moving. Okay, so here, Nevada is going to run double edge, different blitz. They're going to be playing cover 0 here. One of the biggest thing is we always talked with number 3. He had to really always press off the line hard. He's going to make everything always look like he's running a go. All right, so this safety here that is cover number 3, man on man, is just kind of set flat-footed, but the tight end does a good job bursting off the ball, gets him to just pause for a second. And here on this cover 0 look by him, pressing off, we get cover 0, missed tackle, then we're off to the races there. So that's a good job by the tight end breaking a tackle and then finishing the run there. Okay. Again, so here we're doing this maybe a tempo so that the look got cut off a little bit. But the running back does a good job here of just not running in there, and he has a good feel with the quarterback of not just running in and knocking the quarterback off and getting in his way or any of that. So many times you see the quarterback having, hitting his hand or hitting his thumb on the running back's helmet and stuff. That's a good awareness by the running back there, all right? Another look here, okay? So now we're going to be running outside zone to the left, okay? Outside zone to the left. Ball State now is running a different pressure. They're running, cross dog blitz inside. Quarterback is just right now, just quick token fake. Boom, putting the ball on the tight end to his inside shoulder. Again, 3-by-1 concept. Good job by the tight end not running out to get covered. That 2-dropper, what we call the 2-dropper, is just sitting out there, all right? Good job by the tight end, not just running out to him and just getting covered. Tight turn that thing. Quarterback put it right on his inside shoulder. Good job there, okay? Running back, boom, you can see him running hard to the left. We're running outside zone to the left. You can see that with the O-line all the way across the board. We could have also handed this ball off, but obviously the quarterback did a good job of seeing the matchup. Tight end's open, put the ball on the inside shoulder. Tight end caught it, got right upfield, utilizing it. Again, with coaching the tight ends, you're going to see a lot of different looks. You've seen different looks already. You've seen a 3 and a 5. Now we got a 3 and a 9, whatever that is, but nothing matters if he doesn't get a good release. Okay, this is obviously an easy look here to release off of a wide 9, but he's got to do a good job of getting out clean, so the quarterback can get it to him in rhythm and timing. Okay. All right, so this is a way that we dress it up. So now we changed this, guys, okay? So now we got a 2 tight end set. All right, this is a variation of stick, okay? So the first couple clips, guys, we saw there was a receiver to the boundary, essentially an 11 personnel look. Well, here we're in 12 personnel. So what we did, guys, is we put a tight end here to the boundary. They're going to be running zone concept to the boundary. Now, instead of number 1 out here running the MOR and him running the speed out for number 2, we're going to dress it up with some return motion, okay? So, boom, we're going to get a little return motion on the snap. We're going to have him now run an arrow, all right? Now he's running the stick, all right? He's blocking zone here to the boundary. And now we're still reading. The only difference, though, guys, is on this concept, we are going to have outside, he's going to block, okay? So he's going to block, and he's going to protect that arrow, all right? Now, again, you see another different look, playing some type of zone concept. The 2-dropper takes the arrow. Boom, there's our tight end. Wide open, all right? You're going to see here from the end zone our quarterback's read, okay? He's going to be reading this Mike Backer. I believe it, yep, it's number 44 right there. So since he went and flowed to the right, he knew that he's going to have the stick concept because more than likely 36 right here is going to take the arrow as number 7, our number 2 receiver, goes out, all right? So, boom, nice, easy window throw. We got it all there, had it up good with the line, all right? And we should be good shape there, okay? Now, you can see the tight end. He's going to outside release. We got a 7 technique, outside release it, get back vertical, catch it, get right back north and south, all right? All right, so here's a good illustration, guys, of us throwing the outside MOR, which you rarely see thrown, okay? So here we're running outside zone to the left, all right? Outside the bottom receiver, the number 1 receiver here to the boundary is blocking for outside zone, all right? Now, we're playing Western Michigan here, okay? So Western takes away the number 3 concept, okay? Tight end, you know, he got out clean. He's fine there, but there's a guy there waiting there, right on his outside shoulder. He's covered, all right? Number 2, you could maybe say quarterback could have threw it to him, but what we're going to do, guys, is the quarterback sees he's got the matchup outside number 1. We had a really good receiver a couple of years, Anthony Johnson, number 3. Quarterback is just going to take his matchup, all right? Through the outside release, go. Bam, there it is. Now, you're going to see now we're running outside zone to the left, all right? Now, we're running a little pin and pull scheme. We changed it so you can see the center is pulling and getting it out, all right? Now, we're still fanning the backside, but we're essentially a hat short, all right? And you can see the quarterback, guys, he takes one on the chin here a little bit. This is something now on a lot of our RPOs. The quarterback cannot hold on to the ball for too long, okay? Quarterback can't hold on to the ball for too long because he's going to take a shot. So he's, you know, he ends up taking it, but takes that outside MRR throw, and good job, good throw, good catch, all right? Did see we did have a question here. All right, so just talking, the question was talking about the mesh with the quarterbacks and the running backs. So one thing that we did at Buffalo, guys, every week, actually every practice, I should say, the first thing the quarterbacks and the running backs did was they had what we call tracks period. So they're always working those meshes. So the running backs were always told, if that quarterback pulls out, don't slow down, don't stop, keep running through the mesh, all right? So that you're going to see right here, quarterback does a good job here of doing that, okay? So, I'm not sure what happened to my video here, guys. I apologize. There we go. I'm back. All right. So, stay with me here. All right. So we're good. So the running back does a good job here of running through it. And then, but yeah, to answer your question, guys, he's going to keep running through, and he's just got to work that mesh. That's something that was repped over and over again, and he knows that if that ball does get put in your belly, that don't squeeze down too hard on it. I'm not going to sit here and talk like I know all the details of that, but I do know that it's something that we worked every day on that. All right. Okay, so this is a way we dressed up a stick concept as well. So here we just traded the tight end. You could get into it however you want. But here instead of running draw with the running back, we're doing it here with the Q. So this is 3rd and 10. All right, so we're calling stick draw here. Colgate's playing 2-man, guys, and they obviously have everything covered, but this is a good concept to get the quarterback. So just put the O-line is going to be responsible for, the 4 down, and the backside backer put the running back on the other backer and let the quarterback run it and read it, okay? Well, here, you can see Colgate walked their Mike backer down, all right? So we got a 5-up situation, all right? The other linebacker runs with the tight end because he's got a man. It's 2-man. There is nobody here for the running back to even go and get. So this is a good concept too here, guys, to just run stick concept on 3rd and long, and then you might get some freebie yards just like that and get an easy first down. Okay, so that's just a good variation there. Okay. Now here's another variation of the stick concept, what we call pop. So you're going to have outside number 1. He's going to block. He's going to bubble. And instead of turning outside, he's going to run a hitch. So he's going to turn inside. All right. Another really good job by the tight end of pushing off and really selling it. Get that safety to backpedal. We got bubble down here to the boundary, and bam, then we're still running inside zone with the running back and the quarterback. You're going to see a nice mesh, nice easy mesh. Quarterback pulled it, bam, put it on it. And also, too, guys, it's really imperative that your backside O-line, especially, they got to be physical, regardless of what concept you're running on the front side. These backside, what we call stay blocks, has got to be really physical. The guard and the tackle, they got to go get them because they got to keep the hands down for the quarterback. Because if he doesn't have a good throwing lane, it ain't going to be very good. You can see that natural throwing lane right there, guys, with the tackle and the guard. Bam. There it is. Nice, easy throw. Good pitch and catch. Easy 7-8 yard gain right there. Okay. Another concept, really good in the low red zone, guys, is this. All right. Instead of the tight end running either an outside turning breaking stick route or running a hitch, put them just on a go route. Still have number 2 run the bubble, have number 1 block, throw it up to that upright, tell them to go get it. Nice. Really good low red zone concept here. You've seen a lot of teams run this. Quarterback, again, could have handed the ball. Good thing he didn't because the left tackle whiffed on the end. But by numbers, guys, we should be in good shape, all right? But you can see everything else has had it up pretty good, all right? Now, the quarterback just took his matchup here. Biggest thing that we told the tight end on this, guys, he knew he had to beat the Mike. all right? But he also had to stay away from the backside safety, and he had to beat the front side safety. You can see right here, bad eyes by the field safety. He's looking right into the backfield. Good job by the tight end keeping the speed up. Boom, go get it at the high point. So this is a good RPO. Again, another variation of doing it out of 3x1. You can do it out of flex, attached, off the ball, any of that, however you want to do it. And this, we're doing it with tight ends, but this could be a receiver. You know, you have in a 3x1 that's just flexed, okay? That's there, okay? All right, so we're playing Rutgers here, and we knew going into the game from a game plan standpoint that their field safety was just going to kind of be hanging out, okay? He's sitting right there in the middle of the field. Now, we're not running stick. This is not stick. What we're doing here, guys, is we're running smash down here to the bottom with the two receivers, okay? So we're running smash. They got max splits. He's running a hitch. He's running the corner. You know, the reality, we knew we were probably not going to be working this side. But we here have what we call a two route, crease route, whatever you want to call it. He was going to widen his split a little bit, all right? We were going to cancel this safety with the smash concept. We knew he was just going to be hanging out right here, all right? Now, you're going to see us. We're running outside zone again here to the right, okay? We're running outside zone, and we are deleting these drawings here, guys, all right? So we knew the tight end had to beat the Mike backer, all right? He's going to beat the Mike backer, stay away from the two dropper, cancel the safety with the corner, and it was stealing. So you're going to see us right here. You can see number 81. We're doing this off a looky concept, all right? Just widen it a little bit. Got the look we wanted. Number 5 from Rutgers, the Mike, going to run with outside zone here to the right. Really good job here by the tackle, the left tackle, 67. Now, this is more or less an odd front, all right? So you're going to see the 4-eye. He's got to cut him off, all right? So if he doesn't, he might be in the quarterback's way, but that's a good job by the tackle of running, getting his hands off, and boom, just quarterback putting it on him right away for an easy touchdown. Okay? All right, now let's get into some other good RPOs, guys. We are out of the stick concept now. We did a bunch of two tight end stuff throughout our years at Buffalo. Now, this is going to be some more creative stuff. So you're going to see there's a tight end down here to the bottom and number 1. This is a 10 personnel look, but we're doing it out of 12, all right? You got a tight end down here to the field. You got a tight end up here to the top, all right? What we're doing here, guys, is we're going to be running, we're going to be running a little return motion with number 7. You can see the receiver up top. He's just going to return motion to protect our front side edge, so our O-line can keep our combos in the box, all right? You can put any really two receiver concept you want down here. We're running essentially an outside MOR go and a speed out. Everybody in America runs this concept. Now, we caught Miami cheating here a little bit, and the quarterback took the whole shot, but this is a nice, easy concept. We get a little field blitz here. We get Sam Strong safety. We're putting that corner in a bind. But really, pre-snap, guys, you think the ball right now would be going to the receiver, number 2. But, the corner's cheating, trapping a little bit. We took it out there. But I really like this stuff, guys, getting in 10 personnel concepts and return motioning. The reason why you return motion this guy, because if there was any edge blitz, he's taking him, okay? If they bring edge and you don't return motion him, there's no way he can get him cut off. And then what you're doing is you're having to tell the O-line they're always having to go out to him. Well, by doing that, that keeps that combo in, thinking all still good vertical movement there, okay? This is a good RPO, guys, that we're marrying here, and then just taking the whole shot, okay? You're going to see us again. There's our return motion. You're going to see inside zone out of a pistol. There we're rocking or rolling, okay? O-line doesn't know any different. We're running inside zone. So that's a good one right there, guys. All right. Now, same game, still staying in 12 personnel, okay? What we're doing here is now we put both tight ends on the same side. We're going to motion this inside tight end all the way across the ball, all right, to put him in a wing concept here to the boundary. What we're doing is we are now going to put him on the two dropper, this outside backer. We're going to be running outside zone, all right, to the field, and we're going to hat it all up. Two dropper, safety, man on, okay? What we're going to do backside here is we're going to have our other tight end. We're trying to create a mismatch on this boundary corner. So our tight end this year was about 6'5", 245, 250, all right? And we're going to have him run an angle slant, okay? Boom, there it is. So the quarterback, I'm going to go to the end zone here, guys. Boom, I'm going to freeze it. So there we got our big body here at the point of attack. We got our other big body here to the boundary, running a slant concept. And the quarterback here, guys, is just going to read number 36 from Miami, all right? If he flows to the right, he's throwing the ball. He's counting on the receiver or tight end winning. If he expands or sits flat-footed, he'll hand the ball off. We are not blocking them. We are not blocking him. But since he went with the back enough, there's the natural window. Good job by the O-line of being physical, blocking the 5 and the 3. Obviously, the guard has to protect with his inside foot first so he doesn't beat across his face in case we hand the ball off. All right? Good. All right. Awesome, guys. So, all right, now let's get into another RPO. This was one of our most popular ones that we did for a couple of years. This is really easy, guys. All right, really easy. What we're going to do is we're going to get back into our 10 personnel look. We're going to put our tight end down here to the boundary. It could be a receiver. I don't care who it is. But he's going to be number 2 here to the boundary. All right? Our quarterback and running back, O-line, they're all going to be running inside zone here to the field. Okay? Our quarterback is going to read this boundary 2 dropper. Okay? The O-line is going to be responsible for the forward down here on the mic. Okay? If this 2 dropper here from the boundary surfs in at all, he should have this throw here to the boundary. All they're going to do is just run a hitch. Okay? Boom, there it is. Okay? Now, if number 33 from Ohio U just sits flat-footed or expands, we're going to hand the ball off. All right? Force him to come back in and make a tackle, for a 4 or 5 yard gain. Okay? So, it's really imperative now. He drives off the ball, makes it look like he's ready to go. This receiver at number 1 is also running a hitch. Okay? He's also running a hitch. Now, he can end up converting it however he wants to get to it. Okay? So, he's obviously pressed. He's going to convert it to a go. Well, sell the go. So you can see the tight end here. There it is. Sells the go. The safety backs up a couple steps. Did just enough to create that separation. There's our natural throwing window. Ball's on him right now. Got an easy, 8, 9, 10 yard gain. Okay, so again, just a nice quick flash fake, and then we're going here. Okay, now here's going to be another variation of it, guys. So this is a question we always got. All right, when we were running this, you're always going to ask, okay, well, now it's cover 1 or cover 3, however you want. So here we're playing Kent, okay? They're obviously in man all the way across the board. They got an extra hat in the box. Well, we only have 5 blockers, as you guys know. Well, what the quarterback's going to do, guys, is he's going to now make a sift call, all right? This sift call is going to put our tackle, and I'm going to go to the end zone, guys, so you can see it. He's going to say, sif, 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 all right? And what he's going to do is, you can see him telling him right there. He's going to go sif, sif. Now, our right tackle in this case is now going to go in block number 5. Our stay call is off, okay? So now by doing that, that triggers now the quarterback and the running back. Now they are going to read this backside end, okay? So instead of fanning out to him on the backside, we are now going to read him, all right, to take care of the extra hat in the box, all right? This quarterback was not overly athletic, all right? This is Drew Anderson, all right? He actually ended up grad transferring to Murray State and was on the Cardinals practice squad this past year. But Drew was a heck of a quarterback, smart, but one thing that he was not was always a burner speed-wise. But all you got to do with this, guys, is a couple times, and you'll scare a defense out of playing you man, okay? So you can see right there, 17 from Kent, chases the ball, we keep it, and then, you know, a 10-yard gain turns into about a 40 or 50-yard gain on that, okay, guys? So that's one way in this in that RPO concept to handle cover one box, okay? Well, here, I don't know how many of you like to get in a bunch, but this is a really good bunch concept, okay? Everybody runs this, guys. So we're going to start in 2x2, get in some type of 3x1. You know, everybody's going to run this spacing concept where you're going to put, you know, one of the guys over the ball, someone's going to run a hitch, the other one's going to run the flare or the arrow, whatever you want to call it. Well, that's what we're going to run here, married with zone, all right? Either inside zone or outside zone, okay? We actually are doing this out of 12 personnel. So we got one tight end on the ball. He's going to go protect our front side. We got our other tight end here. We're doing this out of 12. So we're motioning to bunch. There's our spacing concept that everybody runs. Put a guy right off the ball. Got the Houston, and we got the arrow. All right? Very similar read to what we saw earlier, guys. So we're going to read this backside inside backer. He's going to run with outside zone action to the right. The tight end's just going to replace him. Easy read for the quarterback. There it is. So this is a good 3x1 concept out of bunch that you can do, all right? Easy read for the quarterback. If for a reason that guy sits there, hey, then you just hand the ball off and force him to run in and make an arm tackle, all right? Here, guys, we're staying in bunch, all right? This is not an RPO. This is a play action, all right? Here's naked, all right? Naked. So here, we're running outside zone to the field, all right? This is a concept that, you know, I think has been really good for us. You can do this at 11 or 12. You can put two big bodies right here at the point of attack, block it however you see fit over here. But here, you know, obviously in our game plan this week, we had on tape some outside zone here in the field out of bunch. Well, here, we're going to fake it. We're going to have one of the tight ends, whoever that might be, run the back flat. We got the over, we got the deep skinny post, and we got a comeback, all right? You know, really good job here, guys, by the quarterback to get his head around. You know, Miami's bringing a Cobra Blitz, a corner cap, put it on him, dump it over to him. Even if they don't bring this pressure, say it's just a normal zone look, I think this is a really good naked concept, guys. Just getting in bunch. Have a back flat, have an over, have a comeback, give you a quarterback a bunch of options, especially if you run out a bunch of outside zone guys to that bunch side. This is a good, easy one, okay, for the quarterback and all that stuff. Another similar concept. Now, this is an RPO. Now, this is different. So what we're doing here, this is a one-man RPO, all right? So we're having really both receivers down here, guys, are blocking. Now, he's running off because he knows he's pressed and it's a man of some sort. He's just running off. Number 2 here is blocking. Now we're breaking our tight end back across, and those 2 receivers are blocking for him. All right. The tight end knows he's got to beat whoever has him man. Okay. So Akron in this case, bringing pressure. Tight end does a good job coming back across, but what we're trying to do, guys, is we're trying to dress this up. So we're starting 3-by-1, going to 2-by-2, make it look like we're going to be running outside zone here to the boundary with the tight end as a lead blocker. Now we're just running essentially a naked. Quarterback has 2 options. Throw it to the tight end. Those guys are being blocked for, or he can take it off and run. So if the tight end is uncovered, they run with him. He's just got to run with him, make the best out of it. But those receivers on the outside got to do a heck of a job of blocking and straining on the perimeter, and just like they do there, we get a touchdown out of it. So good job by those guys there. Another way to do it, almost the exact same play, guys, here. The only difference is the tight end is already to the boundary. What we're doing here, though, is we're in a short motion, the field receiver, and we're going to make it look like a run that we had in this week, married. So he's going to short motion. He's going to block the 2-dropper. Now, it's all going to be on this safety to fit it right, okay? So, again, we're faking, looks like outside zone to the left. Bringing the tight end back across. Safety has bad eyes. There is nobody else left. Get the ball to your guy on the perimeter. Now we end up getting this called back for holding by number 1 on the perimeter there, guys. But this is a touchdown, and if we just don't hold, there's another example of us getting that done, guys. All right. So another good kind of really a naked concept. Okay. You can dress it up however you want. Okay, kind of switching gears here a little bit. Let's stay in 12 personnel, all right? We're an ace. Call it whatever you want, a pinch formation, a squeeze formation, whatever you want. But what we're doing is we're running zone here to the left. We already have our receivers condensed, okay? So we're going to be running zone here to the left. The tight end to the field's wrong. He could be going out to that overhang right now. He's kind of messing inside too much. But what a lot of times on these pinch and snug concepts, teams really sometimes get soft on the perimeter. They don't want to press it a whole lot. But you can see we're just going to put the tight end on an arrow route, a flat route right down here to the boundary. And then the receiver is going to be blocking MDM. So this boundary receiver is going to block MDM. The tight end that's attached is going to go right down the line, okay? The field receiver and field tight end are blocking for zone, blocking the rules. He should be going out. He can go to the corner, all right? Now, the tight end here doesn't do really what I would like him to do in terms of turning back inside and catching the ball. He should be getting outside right now towards the sideline. Now it's 3rd and 3. We end up getting the first down. But this is just a nice little easy dump throw here to the boundary. And if you're a pinch and snug team, guys, this is a nice little change up on the corners from a stimulus standpoint, okay? We're doing it off of a lookie, okay? All right, I'm going to get into this is all going to be the same play, essentially an inside zone RPO. So switching gears here a little bit, all right? This is 3-by-1 tight end off the ball. This is kind of what we became at Buffalo. About 75% of the time we were off the ball from a tight end standpoint, okay? What we're doing here, and you can get to a lot of different options on this, all right? What we're doing here, guys, is the O-line is going to be responsible for the 4 down and this backer here on the right. We're running inside zone. So just a little quick history. A couple of years ago, we really studied Coach Fleck and those guys at Western Michigan, what they're doing with the running back track, what they're doing with the tight end, all that stuff. So the tight end essentially is responsible for cutting off the backside end, okay? I'm going to go here to the end zone and kind of explain it a little bit better. So I'm not going to spend too much time talking about combos and all that, but the tight end is responsible for cutting off the end. The guard and the tackle are going to work a combo block, work the three here. You know, the center, the guard, and the tackle are going to be responsible for those three. You guys all know that. Our track for our running back was very downhill, all right? Damn near right behind the center, guys, okay? Now, our quarterback is going to read this two-dropper, all right? If that two-dropper buzzes, he can throw the hitch, all right? So when we call this play, guys, all three receivers are running hitches. Just like you see right there. They're all running hitches. All three of them are live to throw to, all right? The tight end, what we're telling them, guys, is this. They're going to step lateral right first. So they're stepping lateral, then vertical. Lateral, then vertical. The reason why we have them step lateral is they cannot get beat across their face. Second step is vertical. The contact must happen on the defensive side line of scrimmage. This is a good example of not doing it right. Our tight end is giving up too much penetration, which is forcing the running back to jump cut too fast. But you can see that's what we're trying to do. The biggest thing the tight end cannot do, guys, is get too tight to the tackle. There's got to be a gap there, all right? Lateral, then vertical. Get your head inside. But that's an example, guys, of the two-dropper not getting too tight. Now, we're playing here against the three-down team. We're playing Colgate. This is an odd front. Well, let's go to the – I'm going to go to the end zone. I'm going to keep moving so you guys can see some of this. Well, now – you guys all know we run inside zone versus odd front. Well, he's going to fan out. They're going to change all their combos. You guys know all that. Biggest thing you guys got to know is this. The tight end never looks outside. That is on the quarterback. So if the outside two-dropper blitzes, it's on the quarterback. His rule is D lineman, this DN. Well, there's no DN right there. So he's going to work a combo here to number 21. Okay, guys? So work that combo there, and you're going to see us. He's going to check that near hip. Now, that four technique, this head-up technique on the tackle, if he jumps outside, he'll take him, and 67 will climb to 21. They're just going to work a combo, guys, all right? Stay nice and tight, work that nice vertical track. So that's another example of us be able to just run our inside zone action, okay, guys? So I'm going to keep working this, okay? Now, we're going to motion to it over. Now, let's start throwing the ball here a little bit, okay? Now, these aren't all going to be the tight end. The tight end's blocking, okay? Now, boom, everybody's running hitches. That receiver up top, running the hitch. Quarterback can throw it to any one of these guys. He's now electing to throw the outside number one. Nice off and soft coverage. Now, this is a big boy throw here now, guys. Big boy throw. Ball's on the line, catch it, get upfield, make a guy miss. Good job. There's options all across the board. We're motioning to it. Make sure the tight end doesn't get too tight. Stay right on that hip of that tackle. All right. Now, this D end, or actually this, whatever you want to call it here, guys, whoever this player is, FAU is in some type of bear front, whoever this player is, our tight end's got to cut him off, okay? Got a question here. Let me see on this, guys. I got a question, all right? This is not duo. This is just what we call this inside zone. You might be able to call it duo. It's whatever you want to call it, guys. But we're running inside zone. All of our inside zone rules here, guys. So we're not running duo. We just had a really tight track, All right. We just had a really tight track, based on what we studied through the years. Okay. But we got hitches on the outside. So that's an example of taking the outside hitch. All right. Let's see an example of taking another throw here, guys. I think we might be running it. Let me see what we got here. I think we're running it again. No. Okay. So here. Now we're taking the throw here to the boundary, guys. We're taking the throw to the boundary. Quarterback can do this. He can catch and throw. So if he likes this matchup down here to the boundaries, just like we did this week, take it, throw your, and the hitch will convert to a fade. So the quarterback just catch, gather, throw. Just turns into a fade. Nobody knows any different. Everybody else is running inside zone. The running back, O-line, everybody. Running back does a good job. He understands what the quarterback's trying to do. Just runs through the mesh, and then we're rocking and rolling. All right? Here's an example of us now throwing the inside hitch. All right? You're going to see this two-dropper starting to surf in. Bam, there's our inside hitch throw. All right? A lot of space there, guys. A lot of space. These two droppers are really going to start to what? They're going to start creeping in there. They're going to creep because we're hitting them with our zone concept. By him starting to creep, and if that safety stays high, there's our throw. Bam. Easy pitch and catch, guys. Easy pitch and catch. This is all the same play, and you're seeing all the different options that we have here. Again, let's look at the two-dropper. Run right in hard here at the start. So if you're seeing a lot of cover 4, now this is cover 2 here from BG. Now, this is like stealing. That two-dropper is going to take it. He's going to run in there. Boom, there's our hitch throw. Kind of there we go. Biggest thing is, guys, outside they can convert that to a go. Now, I put this on here as a changeup. We're still running the same concept. The only difference is we dressed it up. We traded the tight end over. Now, instead of the tight end being on the ball, he's on it. Now, we're running a little smoke screen down here to the bottom, guys. So he's going to run, 3 steps, come back. You guys have all seen this. Have number 2 block most dangerous, which number 2 here is not really blocking anybody. He needs to go get number 25 here from FAU. But this is a good, easy change-up throw. Still running your inside zone concept, guys. All right? 3-by-1, we traded to it. You're going to see everybody else is just running inside zone. Nothing changes for these guys. All right? You can get as creative as you want. So right here, you're going to see us starting in empty. We're motioning into our 3-by-1 tight end off the ball. There we're all running the ball, getting a good little run on those guys. But this is, again, I threw this on here just to, you could dress it up however you want in the same play. And you can, there, like you see, we started with empty and then got to back to our normal formation, guys. All right. Now, you saw a lot of those runs there being out of 3-by-1. Here's an example of us starting from 3-by-1 to the boundary, motioning to 2-by-2. All right. And we can run some type of insert concept with the tight end. And now we still have our hitch throw here from number 2. Okay. Good job by the quarterback putting it on him right there. And good. Okay. So, again, now, we talked about bunch earlier. So here's the MAC championship game a couple years ago, okay? So what we're doing here, guys, is we're starting in bunch. Instead of motioning to bunch, we're starting in bunch, and we are going to motion number 1 out. We're going to keep 2 and 3 in there to block. Everything stays the same for the quarterback. he is now just going to essentially have 2 receivers to throw to. So we got our number 2 receiver in there blocking. He's just going to go get on him right now. Everything else stays the same for the O-line and the tight ends. All right. Now, we created some off and soft coverage by motioning out of it. All right. So this is a good example of us motioning out. Boom. There we go. Got some off and soft, getting the ball in space to one of your better playmakers. So I thought this was a good creative way that we did it this game to go. Good job showing the tight end right here. He's going to step with his inside foot first. Second step is getting vertical. He's staying tight. And him and the tackle are working a little combo there to the backer. They don't need to be in a really big hurry. Everything is all downhill, guys. Inside zone to us was a physical downhill play, just like you see right there, okay? And nobody does any different. Good throw. Now, this, like I said before, guys, that's a big throw by the quarterback, okay? Now, here's an example of us running the same concept. We're doing this on balance, in the low red zone, guys. Now, I talked earlier briefly, talking about the 2-dropper blitzing. This is an example of the quarterback keeping it off of that. So instead of throwing it, the quarterback can keep it. So you're going to see number 7 right here from Ohio U, blitz. He is taking the back all the way. Well, if he comes down that hard and that flat, okay, the quarterback can pull it and they get right back vertical, replacing him. Again, you can get it as creative as you want here. You're seeing it's doing 2 tight ends. All right. We're all running our tracks. He's down tracking inside. He's down tracking inside. Quarterback's reading 7. This is a good run down here in the low red zone, guys. Quarterback pulled it, and then we're good there, okay? Another way to get to that similar formation with 2 guys right next to each other, you can motion in and short motion your number 2 receiver and get essentially hip to hip with your tight end and create all tracks. So this really puts this 2-dropper in a bind, okay? He doesn't always want to get in there, this overhang, this Sam backer. He doesn't always want to get down in there. Well, what we're doing, guys, is we're gonna track him through. We're tracking him through, putting him right there at the point of attack, getting bodies on him. Now we end up throwing the outside number 1, but this is a good way. And you saw us do this earlier when we threw it to the tight end. Now we're just short motion in there and getting hip to hip, bam, bam. And you can see if we would have handled the ball, we would be in good shape because number 81 is getting his block. The number 2 receiver is getting right there. He's got good leverage on that 2-dropper. He doesn't want to get in there too tight. If we would have handed the ball off, we would have made a jump cut right behind the tight end. All right, we would have got back vertical, and we would have had him cut off. So you can see that right there. We would have been in pretty good shape. Guys, I want to see how much time I got for a second. So I'm at 52 right now, guys. I'm kind of over on my time right now, but I don't want to go too much longer. I know I'm the last speaker, but I'd love to talk ball anymore with you guys. Hopefully you guys got something out of it. Different ways to get the ball at tight end. Like I said, we did a lot of really good things, but those are some things I think people can take and implement right there into their offense. And really appreciate you guys. Shoot me a follow on Twitter tonight, or my cell guys. Shoot me a text. Anything you guys need. I'll go back to the first slide. Appreciate you guys listening, and shoot me a text or shoot me an email if you want any more video, talk any more one-on-one. Just really appreciate it. I think I might have one more question. Yep, thanks. And have a good night, guys. Stay safe. We're all in this thing together. Can't wait to get back on the practice field. I know everybody's itching, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it like I did talking ball with you guys. It's really refreshing. Have a good night. Thanks, guys.